In this video, we're going to take a look at the Alphabetize Lab and things you should have thought about before you even start to program it. Now, in the Alphabetize Lab, you will start off with an array of strings, and it could be this set of strings, or it could be another one, but we're going to have the ones given in the write-up on the lab: cat, dog, ape, frog, elephant, snake, and lizard, and those are the string objects in the words array. And what we want to do is put them in the alpha array, but in alphabetical order. One of the first things you're asked to do then is to create this alpha array, and you would do code something like this: alpha equals new string, and you want it the same length as words because you're going to have all of these words in this new array. So you're going to create it with a length of words dot length. Now when we create this, initially it is going to put null in every one of those spots because you haven't told it what strings are going to go in there. Now I want you to see how I have double quotes around all of the strings in the words array. That's because those are strings, and over here these have not been instantiated yet, so they are null. This is really important to note because if you try to compare a string with null, you are going to get a null pointer exception. And a null pointer exception means that you're trying to do something with an object that hasn't been created yet, and we don't want to do that. All right, let's get this out of the way here, and let's get started with what we're going to be doing in this program. Now I've got some counters ready to go, and the first thing we're going to do with words is we're going to start in position 0 with our counter I, and we're also going to start in alpha in position 0. And on our very first run through, we're just going to put cat right in here. I equals j. That's going to be important later, so pay attention to that so you don't have to make this a separate case. And we're going to take null out of there, and we're going to clone cat and put it right in there. So we're going to copy what is in words I and put it in alpha j. All right, so now we're ready to position dog in there correctly. So I've got my counter I at dog, and I do dog dot compare to cat. It turns out to be positive, which means dog comes after cat, which means J is also going to move down. Now, I do not want to compare dog to null because this is not a string. And the way I catch this situation is I note that I equals j. As soon as I equals j, that means I've run out of strings to compare to, and I found the location for this one. It means this came alphabetically after every word in alpha. So we'll place dog right in there. Now, when we go to our next word, I continues down here. You'll notice I is just going to continually go down here, but J starts back at the beginning. So I compare ape with cat, and when I do ape.compare to cat, I get a negative number, which means ape comes before cat, which means I want to put ape in there, but I can't lose cat, so I'm not going to do it quite yet. And to do this, this is where my third counter comes in, because I know I'm going to have words all the way up through I. And so I start with K at the same level as I, and I place alphas, whatever's in K minus 1, into alpha K. So I get rid of this, and dog comes here. And actually, let me do this. Technically, what happens, let me clone this. Dog is actually here. So we have two dogs for a moment. And then I move K up here, and I'm going to get rid of this one. And cat gets moved down here. So alpha at k becomes alpha at k minus 1 again. And then when k comes up and k is equal to j, that means I'm up to the one which I want to move into there, which is ape. And I'm going to put ape right in there. Okay, so let's do this again. K we only deal with when we're having to shift things. So I goes down one, j is already in position 0, and I compare frog with ape. Frog dot compared to ape is positive, so I keep going. It's positive with cat. It's positive with dog. And now I equals j. Remember, when I equals j, that means that it's going at the end of the list. That goes away, and I clone frog, and there it goes. All right, so we're ready for our next string, elephant. J starts up at the top again. So elephant compared to ape, it comes after. I go to the next one. Elephant compared to cat, it comes after. I go to the next one. Elephant compared to dog, it comes after. I go to the next one. Elephant compared to frog, oh, it comes before frog. So now I put K at the same level as I, and I'm going to start shifting down. So I get rid of this and I shift frog down. K goes up here. When J and K are equal, I found the place where elephant goes. And elephant goes right in there. I'm going to, oops, take my K, bring it back over here. All right, remember I keeps going down one, J starts back at the top. Let's see, snake comes after ape, comes after cat, comes after dog, comes after elephant, after frog. I equals J, so I just clone snake and put it in there. All right, one last one. I goes down to the bottom, J goes up to the top. Lizard goes after ape, lizard goes after cat, lizard goes after dog, lizard goes after elephant, lizard goes after frog, lizard does not go after snake. So my K comes down here, and I bring snake down here. K comes up here, K is equal to J, that's where lizard goes. All right, hopefully that helps you in figuring out how to program for the Alphabetize Lab.